Some of the most common money advice seniors hear today is actually costing them money. That may sound surprising, especially when the advice comes from well-meaning friends, family members, or even financial experts. But here's the truth. Many of the money rules people still repeat today were created decades ago for a very different world. People are living longer than ever before. Healthcare costs have changed. Inflation has changed. Retirement itself has changed. What worked for your parents or grandparents may not work for you. That's why following outdated financial advice without questioning it can quietly hurt your retirement instead of helping it. Some money rules deserve to be forgotten. Others are more important today than they've ever been. In this video, we're looking at 7 money rules seniors should ignore and 3 money rules that are absolutely worth following if you want a more secure and enjoyable retirement.
Let's begin with rule number 7. Never spend your retirement savings. At first, this sounds like smart advice. After all, if you've spent decades working hard, saving consistently, and building your retirement nest egg, naturally, you want it to last. But here's the problem. Many retirees become so afraid of running out of money that they barely allow themselves to use the savings they worked so hard to build. They postpone vacations they've always dreamed about. They avoid replacing worn-out furniture. They delay necessary home repairs. Some even skip experiences with family because they don't want to touch their retirement savings. The irony is that retirement savings were never meant to sit untouched forever. They were created to support your retirement. The goal isn't to spend recklessly. The goal is to spend wisely. Your savings should help provide comfort, security, and a good quality of life, while still being managed carefully enough to last. Finding that balance is far healthier than treating every dollar as if it can never be spent. Now let's move to rule number 6. Always buy the cheapest option. Saving money is important, but choosing the cheapest option every single time often ends up costing more. Think about buying a cheap pair of shoes that wears out after a few months, or purchasing inexpensive appliances that constantly need repairs, or choosing low-quality furniture that has to be replaced much sooner than expected. Sometimes paying a little more upfront saves much more over the long run. This becomes especially true after 60. Comfort matters. Reliability matters. Safety matters. The smartest shoppers don't always ask, what's the cheapest? They ask, what's the best value? Quality mattress that helps you sleep better. Supportive shoes that reduce your risk of falling. Reliable home equipment that lasts for years. These purchases often improve your daily life while saving money in the future. Cheap isn't always affordable. Value is what truly matters.
Now let's move to rule number 5. Help family whenever they ask. This is one of the hardest lessons many retirees ever learn. Most parents and grandparents naturally want to help the people they love. If an adult child loses a job, needs help with rent, or faces unexpected expenses, saying no can feel almost impossible. But there's an important truth many people overlook. You cannot borrow money for retirement. If helping someone else puts your own financial future at risk, everyone may suffer later. Healthy financial boundaries aren't selfish, they're responsible. Helping occasionally is one thing. Repeatedly sacrificing your own retirement security is something entirely different. Sometimes the greatest gift you can give your family is making sure you remain financially independent. That way, your children won't have to support you later because you spent everything trying to support them today.
Now let's move to rule number 4. Avoid every investment risk.
No one likes losing money. That's completely understandable. But avoiding every form of investment risk can create another problem: inflation. Money sitting entirely in low-interest accounts may feel safe, but over time, rising prices slowly reduce what that money can actually buy. What seems safe today may quietly lose purchasing power year after year. That doesn't mean retirees should take unnecessary risks. Far from it. Retirement is usually a time for careful, thoughtful investing.
The goal isn't chasing the highest returns. The goal is finding the right balance between protecting your savings and allowing them to continue working for you. For many retirees, a diversified approach offers more protection than putting everything into one place. Every financial situation is different, but one thing remains true: avoiding all risk isn't always the safest strategy.
Now let's move to rule number 3. You must leave a large inheritance. Many parents feel pressure to leave as much money as possible for their children. It's a generous goal, but it should never come at the cost of your own financial security. Your retirement should not become a struggle simply because you're trying to preserve money for someone else. After all, your savings have two important purposes: supporting your future and, if possible, helping the next generation. Notice the order. Your financial stability comes first. If there's money left to pass along someday, that's a wonderful gift, but your retirement should never be built around fear of spending money that you genuinely need.
Now let's move to rule number 2. Keep working no matter what. You've probably heard people say, just keep working as long as you possibly can. For some people, that's excellent advice. They enjoy their careers, they stay healthy, they appreciate the extra income. But this rule isn't right for everyone. There comes a point when continuing to work may begin costing more than it gives back. If your job is creating constant stress, affecting your health, or preventing you from enjoying the retirement you've spent decades preparing for, it may be time to rethink your plan. Retirement doesn't have to be an all-or-nothing decision. Many people choose flexible options instead: part-time work, seasonal work, consulting, freelancing, or turning a hobby into a small source of income. These choices can provide extra money while giving you more freedom and a better quality of life. Money is important, but so are your health, your relationships, and your time. Finding the right balance is far more valuable than following a rule that says you should work no matter what. Now let's move to rule number 1. It's too late to improve your finances. This may be the most harmful money rule of all. Some people reach their 60s or 70s and think, what's the point? It's too late to make a difference. But that simply isn't true. Small financial improvements can have a surprisingly large impact over time. Paying off one high-interest debt, reducing monthly expenses, building a small emergency fund, reviewing your insurance policies, finding better prices on everyday expenses, delaying a major purchase you don't truly need. None of these changes require becoming wealthy overnight. They simply require making better decisions moving forward. Every dollar you save today is a dollar that can support you tomorrow. Every smart choice reduces future stress. Retirement isn't about having a perfect financial past. It's about making the best decisions with the resources you have today.
Now that we've covered the 7 money rules to ignore, let's look at the 3 rules that are truly worth following. Rule number 3. Live below your means. This advice has stood the test of time because it works. Living below your means doesn't mean living without joy. It means spending intentionally instead of impulsively. It means avoiding lifestyle inflation every time your income increases. It means knowing the difference between something you want today and something you'll still value years from now. Many financially secure retirees aren't wealthy because they earned extraordinary incomes. They're secure because they consistently spent less than they earned over many years. That habit creates options. It creates confidence. Most importantly, it creates peace of mind. When your lifestyle costs less than your income, unexpected problems become easier to handle, and financial stress becomes much less common. Now let's move to rule number 2. Protect your health like an investment. Most people think of investing as something that happens in a bank account or retirement portfolio, but one of the greatest investments you'll ever make is in your own health. Every healthy meal, every walk around the neighborhood, every doctor's appointment you keep, every good night's sleep, every effort to reduce stress. These actions may not seem exciting, but they often produce enormous returns. Good health can reduce medical expenses, help you remain independent, allow you to travel, spend time with family, enjoy hobbies, and continue living life on your own terms. Poor health, on the other hand, can become one of the most expensive challenges in retirement. Taking care of yourself isn't just good for your body, it's one of the smartest financial decisions you can make.
And finally, we've reached the #1 money rule every senior should follow. Spend intentionally on what truly improves your life. This may sound simple, but it changes everything. Many people spend money automatically. They buy things out of habit, out of boredom, or because they think they're supposed to. But the happiest retirees often approach spending differently. Before making a purchase, they ask themselves one simple question: will this actually improve my life? Sometimes the answer is yes. Visiting family, taking a meaningful trip, buying a comfortable chair that eases back pain, joining a class they've always wanted to take, replacing something that genuinely makes everyday life easier. These purchases often bring lasting value. Other times, the answer is no. Expensive gadgets that rarely get used, buying things just to impress other people, keeping up with trends that don't truly matter. Intentional spending isn't about spending less. It's about spending better. It's choosing experiences over unnecessary possessions, relationships over appearances, peace of mind over impulse purchases. Because at the end of the day, money is simply a tool. Its purpose isn't to sit untouched forever. Its purpose is to help you build a life that feels meaningful, secure, and fulfilling. The smartest retirees don't follow every money rule. They follow the right ones. They question outdated advice, they protect what matters most, and they make financial decisions that support the life they actually want to live. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more retirement tips, money advice, and practical life lessons. And before you go, let us know in the comments, which money rule do you think people should stop following, and which one has helped you the most throughout your life?